Hey guys, welcome to Troy Time. Hey, welcome to 2025. Guys, I am so excited about this year. I'm so excited. I've got so many things I've been working on, and they are working great, okay? I've been testing things, I've been tweaking things, I've been combining things, and I'm having such awesome results, okay? I can't wait to share it with you. We've got improvements on everything we've been doing, stuff you've never seen, that no one's seen before, stuff that I've just come up with and been working in my back room and getting it right. It's all coming up. We've got some hydroponics indoors. We've got hydroponics outdoors. Both things you haven't seen. The nice additions are what are coming. Soil gardening outdoors, survival, canning. There's all kinds of stuff. I've got a whole list of videos to make. Everything I've been doing has been working. It's like I'm in a zone. So I want to share that stuff with you so that you can get, especially your gardening right now, on point. It's the beginning of the year. Time to get some of that indoor gardening going. Get some of our seeds ready for going outdoors and get some of our indoor hydroponics rocking, okay? Today, what I want to share with you is this awesome thing, okay? So, you've seen what I'm calling the plate method of growing the high-density lettuce, okay? That's what I've been doing lately, and there's a reason for it. Everything's building, okay? So, this plate method's going to work awesome, okay? There's some stuff coming, guys. It's great. So, here's a few examples of what we've been doing. You've seen these in prior videos. We've been growing all kinds of greens on these plates, okay? So, we've grown romaine lettuce, we've grown pak choi. We've grown red romaine. We've grown a lot of stuff on these plates, and there's still more that you can do. Okay, so I've talked about how spectacular that is, and it is awesome. I think it's exciting, and I think everyone should do it. Grow that high-density greens, okay? It's awesome. Okay, so here's the deal. So growing a giant plate of greens in 4 weeks is awesome, right? But it doesn't really change much for you. It's just kind of a fun thing to do. So what you want to do is implement that on a larger scale. Okay, so that's what we're going to do, is we're going to supercharge that 1 foot square hydroponic gardening, okay? How we're going to do that is with succession planting, okay? I'm going to show you exact ways on how to do it, about 3 or 4 different ways. In order to help change your diet, change your health, and just do something awesome, you want to have a continuous harvest of these greens, okay? And so that's what I'm going to show you how to do. And we're going to do that with succession planting, okay? I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. We're going to show you how to do it with 4 plates. We're going to show you how to do it with 3 plates. And we're even going to show you how to do a continuous harvest of greens, lettuces, and others with 2 plates, okay? It's going to be awesome. There's a trick to it that's coming towards the end of the video. Once you get this in hand, then you can move on to some of these other systems that we're going to do, and it's going to supercharge everything we're doing, okay? So this video is going to be about succession planning, how to do it. After you see the next video that comes out, you're probably going to come back and get the specifics of this one, because what's coming up is awesome. But let's talk about specifics of succession planning with our high-density greens right now. Okay, guys, check it out. So basically, to grow this plate, we've talked about it. It only takes 28 days. Okay, we didn't make a big deal about it, but think about it. If you were growing a full head of lettuce, it would take 65 days, maybe 70 for some lettuces. That's a long time. This you can harvest in only 28 days, and there's a ton of lettuce there. Okay, so that's cool in and of itself. But when we bring it together as a system, it's going to be awesome for a continuous harvest. Okay, and how we're going to do that is simple. All right, so first we'll start with the obvious one with 4 plates. So if you have 4 plates, then essentially you can harvest 1 full plate of greens every week. So every Sunday you could just have a full plate of greens. Use that for your salads throughout the week. Throw it in your soups, put it on your sandwiches. 1 big plate of greens, a giant plate with tons of it, right? Which is awesome, okay? And that's real easy to figure out. If it's 28 days to grow, then you're going to separate that by 7 days. Okay, guys, so for 4 plates, it's pretty straightforward, and this should make pretty easy sense to you, okay? You're going to plant a new tray every 7 days, okay? So if we follow that first tray, day 0, you're going to plant that tray, okay? At day 7, you're going to plant another tray, and our lead tray is going to be at 7 days in. 7 days later, everything's going to rotate. Our lead tray will be at day 14, and our second tray will be at day 7. 7 days later again, everything's going to rotate. Our lead tray will be at day 21, and we'll have a new tray coming in at 0, and then we'll have one at 7 and one at 14. And then on day 28, you're going to harvest that tray, and you're going to clean it off, and that's going to restart at 0. And so it's going to make a rotation every 7 days, 0, 7, 14, 21, and 28 day will be your harvest day. 4 trays is a great size because you can fit it on a small table next to a window, perhaps even a TV tray, and it's going to work really, really well in some of the systems that we're going to be talking about in future videos. Okay, guys, let's talk about 3 trays. Now, 3 trays might seem a little weird, that shape, why anyone would want to use that as a particular formatting or layout. But realize that in further systems that we're going to talk about, 3 trays is going to be helpful and very useful in different formats, okay? So bear with me for now as we put this out. So how we would rotate, do a rotation for 3 days, is we would base it on a 30-day harvest time, just to keep the math easy, okay? And so on a 30-day harvest time with three plates, then simply we would rotate it every 10 days, all right? So we would start with 0, and then 10 days later we would start a new plate, and then another 10 days later we would start a new plate, and then the third 10 day would be 30 days and we would harvest, and we would do the rotation like that. Okay, so you would be basically on the 1st of the month you would plant something, and then on the 10th you would plant another one, on the 20th you would plant another one, and then again on the 1st of the month you would harvest the first one that you planted and you would start a new one. Okay, so 3 days is pretty simple. Doesn't seem that useful maybe just right now because it's a weird shape, but bear with me. Okay, so 3 plates and 4 plates, it is pretty straightforward, okay? We got a simple little hack that's going to help us out for 2 plates. And what that is going to be is using the cut and come again method. High density greens allow you to do the cut and come again. That's awesome. So we're going to put that to use in our 2-plate system. So what we're going to do is, and I'll show you the graphic forthcoming, but what we're going to do is we're going to harvest every 10 days, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to plant our plates 20 days apart. So the first plate will be planted, and then 20 days later, we'll plant the second plate, okay? When the first plate gets to 30 days, we're gonna do half of a harvest. We're gonna cut off the top half, okay? Instead of taking all the way down to near the root, we're gonna take just the top crown. We're gonna take the top half of leaves, okay? And that's gonna be our harvest, sort of a half harvest. And that's gonna happen at day 30. And then when that plate matures to day 40, then it's going to grow back fast from there. When it gets to day 40, we'll take that whole plate and we'll harvest that whole plate at day 40, which will put this original plate back to day 20, which will move up into here, and then we'll replant on day 0 our plate here, just like we do at the beginning. So when there's 2 plates, you're going to separate them by 20 days. You're going to do a half harvest at day 30 and a full harvest at day 40. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. It works out awesome. So using that method, you'll have a harvest of lettuce every 10 days, and it'll alternate. It'll be a full harvest, a full plate, and then just the top half. And then it'll be a full plate, and then just the higher section of leaves. And then it'll be a full plate and the higher section of leaves. And it works out awesome. When you do the cut and come again, that lettuce grows back fast. So you'll cut the top half off, and in 10 days, it'll grow right back. So you'll get a nice full harvest on your full harvest. It works out really well. So we're going to be using the cut and come again method when we're using 2 plates. Okay, guys, so let's talk about the magic of having only 2 plates and being able to do a continuous harvest of greens, okay? You might think, based on what we've done in the previous 2 segments, that we would just do, on a 28-day grow period, we would cut it in half and we would do a 14-day rotation, right? The problem with that is we want fresh lettuce. If we wanted old wilty stuff, we would just buy it at the grocery store, but we don't want that. We want our own lettuce that's beautiful, that hasn't been sneezed on and people haven't touched with their dirty hands. We want our fresh lettuce, right? So we're going to keep it down to just 10 days because that's going to keep that lettuce at its peak, all right? So we're going to harvest it. We're going to harvest every 10 days, but we're going to do it on a 20-day rotation. And I'm going to talk about how that works in this video. So hopefully this will make sense to you. If not, we'll follow it up with some more videos that explain it. And we'll have it actual grow and so you can see in the future. But so what we're going to do is we're going to plant every 20 days. Okay, so we're going to start off like we have here. Day 0, we're going to plant a platter or a plate. And then we're going to plant another one at 20 days. Okay? All right, and then what's going to happen is 10 days later, we're going to be at 30 days, okay? Our newly planted plate is going to be at 10 days, but at 30 days, we're going to do half a harvest. This is the magic. We're going to do cut and come again. All right, cut and come again is awesome, all right? So we're just going to take the top half off, just the crown, just the leaves. We're going to leave the base, and we're going to take just the top half of the leaves. It's going to be a really nice harvest. You're going to have some giant, nice leaves in there, but you're only going to take the top half, okay? And then using the cut and come again method, what's going to happen is 10 days later, you're going to have another full batch ready to go. Okay, so let's look at what that looks like. So day 30, you're going to cut half of it. You're going to have half a harvest, okay? And our trailing plate is going to be on day 10. Okay, guys, so this is what I'm talking about. So 10 days later now, it's going to be 40 days, and you're going to do a full harvest on our leading tray, okay? It's going to be awesome, big, full harvest, okay? And our trailing tray is going to be at 20 days in, okay? So what that means is you're going to harvest that full tray, and then you're going to start it again, and it's going to be at our 0 tray, just like the very beginning. So the rotation is going to be every 20 days, but you're going to be doing 2 harvests off the lead tray. I hope that makes sense. So once we do our full harvest, we clean that tray, we start another one, and it becomes our 0 day. So when you're using 2 trays, you're going to grow a new tray every 20 days. And your harvest will rotate. So you have a half harvest with the cut and come again, and then you'll have a full harvest 10 days later. And then you'll have a half harvest the next 10 days, and then a full harvest 10 days later. And it's awesome. And that'll allow you to actually have continuous harvesting, continuous supply of greens using only 2 plates. Okay, so it's awesome. When we're using 3 plates, it's straightforward 10 days, and then you do it every 10 days apart. So day 0, 10, 20, 0, 10, 20 of the month works out real well. And then if you've got 4 plates, you could just do it every 7 days, like every Sunday. Bam, 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 start a new plate and have a full head of lettuce, a full head of greens harvested, ready to go in all your salads, all your soups, all of your sandwiches, awesome stuff, okay? So using this method works out super awesome. It's gonna allow you to have enough lettuce growing to really change your diet, really help your health, and really help with all the other stuff. We're gonna be combining this now with our microgreens to make our salads, and it just works out awesome. So you might be saying, well, yeah, that's no longer a 1 square foot garden. We're going to fix that in the next episode here. So watch the next video. We're going to show you how effective this can be and how you can do this in such little space. All right, yeah, guys, so this is just a start. I just wanted to get to you the idea of how to do different ways with succession planting with your high-density greens. So that's one of the ways that we're supercharging it. Several other ways that we're going to supercharge it going forward. I'm going to try and get those videos out super fast. I got some time off coming up this week, so I'm going to try and really get that next video out soon. Okay, but yeah, I love these green and whites. I'm using these all the time now. I really, really like them. And we're going to talk about how special they are coming up. So thanks for joining in. Subscribe to this channel because I have a ton of stuff you haven't seen. I've got it all ready to go. The videos are coming. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad you're here with me. Leave me a comment. Share this video with your friends. Get to growing some food. Grow some hydroponics. It's so easy. It's clean, indoors. This lettuce, guys, this lettuce. Nobody's sneezing on this lettuce like they do at the store. Nobody's getting their dirty hands on this lettuce. Nobody's spraying, insecticide on this stuff. This is so great, so healthy, so good to have in your home. Please do this. It's so awesome. Anyways, leave me a comment. Share this video with your friends. Tell me hello. This is Troy Time. I'm glad you're here. I'm out. We will see you soon.